Who are the people that we push to the outside of society so we don't have to look at them and engage with them? Maybe they even make us feel that we have to protect ourselves from them. This is the story of the Metzora, of the person with skin disease that is pushed outside of the city, and he is considered tamei, keep your distance, badad yeshev, you have to sit alone, not with us. Now, I see that as a metaphor for people that are excluded from our society today. Initially, I thought that it was a metaphor for those with disabilities, something that's close to my heart, that they have been in the past put in insane asylums, kept away from society, we shouldn't have to see them, we can pretend they don't exist. But actually, the Torah sees those with disabilities as very much among us. Do not curse the deaf. Do not put a stumbling block before the blind. They are with us, and we have to make sure we do not abuse them. So rather, I think that the correct metaphor is the sick. Now, what does that mean? It means that the sick are in the hospitals. And of course, they need it for their care. But what a convenient way for us as a society not having to engage them. Oh, being around sick people makes me feel uncomfortable. Let's just have them in the hospital and I can ignore them altogether. Now, what's the answer to that? Well, in this week's Parsha, we're constantly hearing about the Kohen, who is constantly engaging the Metzora. And I believe that the translation for us, who's the Kohen? The rabbi. And the rabbi is the one who pays the pastoral care, who goes to do bikkur cholim calls. They're the ones that are present for the sick. However, that's a problem, that we have offloaded that to the rabbi. That's not enough. And Chazal therefore brought in from this parsha and talk about the mitzvah of bikkur cholim. Every one of us has a responsibility to visit the sick. And it might be challenging, but that's what we have to do. We have to be present for that person so they do not get pushed out of society, they do not get ignored, and that like the beginning of Metzora, they can be brought back in. And particularly in the age of COVID, we've made it a little easy for ourselves. You zoom in. But being physically present demands more, but it is so much more helpful. It lifts spirits. You advocate for the person. The doctors and nurses pay more attention because they see that this person has guests and people that care for this person. And that's our responsibility, to be like the Kohen, constantly engaged with those that are sick, do not push them outside of society, and do our best, like the beginning of Metzora, to bring them back.